First, live, local. This is Fox 12 Now.
Hello everyone, this is Fox 12 Now. I'm Greg Nibbler. As always, we appreciate you joining us. We are live streaming here out of the Fox 12 Oregon newsroom every weekday starting at 1 p.m. and we have lots of segments for you to check out. Today's segment is one where we got out of the studio and actually went and visited an e-bike manufacturer right in Portland, Oregon. Local company, started here, and it's called Vvolt. And you know, you see more and more e-bikes everywhere, all over the roads, whether you do ride a bike or whether you're driving. They are very popular right now, and there's good reason for that. So we wanted to go out and find out a little bit more about it, learn about what you should look for if you're looking to get an e-bike, what are the important things to consider, and find out about a local company who's making these here and get a little behind the scenes tour while we were there. So let's go ahead and watch that now. We were there with Kyle Ranson, the owner of Vvolt. All right, I am here with Kyle here in Southeast Portland at Vvolt and talking about e-bikes. And you know, another big thing here too is that this is right here in Portland. This is a Portland company.
Absolutely.
We're going to get into talking about the commuting on e-bikes and things that you should know and all of that stuff. But I want to know, you know, for you, can you give us a little bit of the backstory of the company and, you know, why it is that you wanted to found it here in Portland?
Absolutely. So a lot of folks who do commute on their bicycles at the moment may have heard of Showers Pass. Been around in Portland, headquartered here, and a lot of the folks you see commuting on a rainy day are all wearing Showers Pass. And so we've been doing that, and you saw e-bikes starting to come onto the market. And I was horribly frustrated with what I saw going on in the space. People were charging an outrageous amount of money for an e-bike with no innovation. Still deraillers, that horrible gear pendage that hangs off the back of the bike, still with chains, oily, nasty. And so I found myself complaining to everybody who would listen about, I can't believe the industry is charging so much for no innovation. And finally I said, do something about it, Kyle. Stop complaining about it. Do something. And so we got on. It was interesting timing. It was just before COVID.
Perfect.
Like,
perfect time to start a new,
perfect time to start a new business. So all hell broke loose. But we're very fortunate because we're sharing the facility with Showers Pass. Here we are. We survived COVID. I would say survived is the name. And but one of the things we're really proud of is everything about these. It's designed here in Portland. The design team's here locally. We design and develop it all here in Portland. I don't think a lot of folks know that. You know, here we are right in town.
Well, and talking about the design, you know, and being here in Portland, I know we discussed this, but I mean, a lot of these bikes seem to be all put together, so it's very easy to just pick this up and you've got everything that you need to go. Because you know, you said it like a low barrier there, so you can get your foot right over. You've got everything built in. You've got the lights built in, the battery built in, all of that stuff.
Yeah, and that's one of the key design philosophies. How do we remove the barriers to people just saying, I'm going to give it a go?
Yeah.
Because lots of people think about it, like, oh, I don't know. How do you maintain it? How do you get on it? Is it safe? And so built-in lights, reflective, getting rid of the chain, getting rid of the gears that you have to futz with.
All of that stuff.
Just get on it and ride was the general design philosophy.
And, you know, something that I know, you know, a lot of people want to know is like, how fast can you go, you know, range and all of that stuff.
So there's kind of two classes, which is a class one, there's actually three, class one, class two, and class three.
Okay.
A class one is pedal assist, meaning you have to be pedaling, it will take you up to 20 miles an hour. Class two is bikes with throttles.
Okay.
So you can actually ride, get on it with a throttle, and you don't need a pedal. We kind of try and stay clear from the class two because we like the idea of actually
pedaling
and engaging with the bike. So we do primarily class one and class three. Class three is pedal assist up to 28 miles an hour.
Okay.
And that is very fast in an urban environment from a commuting standpoint. So we really want to make sure that people know what they're doing on a bike.
Yeah.
I go class three because that is fast. You really don't want to be doing 28 miles an hour around traffic.
Right.
But they are capable of going up to some of them 28 miles an hour.
So they're getting that. Yeah, that's definitely very fast. I mean, obviously, if you're commuting, that's going to be fantastic. You could go that fast. I can see how that could be a little dangerous, too, depending on where you're at if you don't know what you're doing.
It is one of the things that we are concerned about. That's why you've got the built-in lights and reflective. It's not so much whether you know what you're doing. It's whether does the car alongside you know what you're doing.
Right.
You know, if you think about it from a cycling standpoint, if I've got a crash on, I'm in full lycra and I'm in a drop position and I'm a driver, I'm like, oh, that person's probably going quite fast on that bike. But if I'm sitting upright, nice and comfortable, as a driver, I'm not thinking you're doing 28 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So the thing that does worry us, and that's why all the lights are everything, is that turn in front accident.
Yeah.
So one of the things we try and tell people is make sure you're very aware of what's going on from a traffic standpoint, because cars are just starting to learn, drivers are starting to learn how fast these things can go.
Yeah, so it's just a little bit deceiving. I mean, I always just go by the philosophy that every car is trying to kill me. So I assume that's what they're doing, even if they're not.
Well, the exciting thing is, you might notice from my accent, I grew up in Europe, and you can get this right. If anybody's visited Copenhagen or Amsterdam, everybody that drives rides, and everybody that rides, they used to. So cars and bikes can interact safely.
Yeah, absolutely.
It needs to happen. So that's one of the things that we try to do, is really get rid of that fear factor. So you get on it, the bike lanes are safe, full lights, give it a try.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, people are getting more and more used to e-bikes because we do see them all over the place now, people commuting. Well, let's talk about a little bit more here about what you've got going here at the shop. I know that you also do a lot of the work in the back. I don't know if we can go back there.
All our bikes are designed and developed here in Portland, so all the engineering work and everything from a concept standpoint, from drawings, and all happens right here at headquarters.
Right here, and hello everybody.
Some of the team in the kitchen.
Yeah.
One thing you'll always guaranteed is there's ice cream in the freezer.
Hey, that's a pretty good benefit right there.
Exactly. This is a fun one. This is a version of the bike you saw up front. This is one we did for a show. We just kind of tricked it out and made it fun.
Yeah.
And you'll actually see the inspiration for this right next to it here. It was a kind of 1970s English Raleigh chopper.
Yeah.
I'll be in the office late at night sometimes, and recently I went down to Selwood to grab myself some dinner riding this bike. The looks.
Yeah.
And we were just like,
I bet you were stopped everywhere. Yeah.
What is that thing you're riding on? Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it?
See ya. Yeah.
It's a fun ride.
That's good.
So that's just where all the design work goes on. Design we got 3D printers, so we can experiment with components, etc.
Well, I was going to say, from that design standpoint and just getting to do that, I mean, that's got to be a pretty fascinating space to be in. As you know, it's kind of reinventing a lot of what we think of bikes and what you can do with it.
Yes, and again, all our design philosophy, why do we spend so much time designing? Because what we're trying to do is simplify and make it, when we talk about accessibility, we're also talking about accessibility of price point.
Gotcha.
You know, we're not charging $5,000-$10,000 for bikes. Our goal is to get somebody in a bike from that kind of $1,900 to $2,300. So makes it accessible from an affordability standpoint.
Yeah.
And a lot of design effort has to go in to achieve that.
I would imagine durability's a big part of that too.
It's critical.
Yeah.
Maintenance free, and that's why we talked about earlier. There's no chains on any of our bikes anymore. It's all belt.
I love that. Yeah.
No derailleurs, which is the gear appendage. Get rid of that, and it's all internal, etc.
Yeah. Nice, sleek, and easy to use. Can we go to the back?
Yeah. Let's walk
all right.
through to every bike is prepped.
Yeah, and thanks for letting us in here too. It's not often, you get to get in and actually see a working facility and
a secret prototype there.
Ooh.
Final testing, and there's other prototypes lying around that you might notice as you go by.
Maybe some.
There's a top secret one that you don't spend too much time on.
Okay, we can't look at that too long. I'll avert my eyes.
That's right. Matt here is where the team preps every bike.
So every bike that's ordered, shipped out, you go through a prep process here.
Absolutely.
What is the prep process if you're getting ready to send one out? If somebody's buying one, what do you do?
What we're doing is we're making sure the wheels are in alignment. We make sure the brakes are working. We make sure just everything is aligned properly, everything's tensioned properly, all the, as I said, the brakes, etc. are working correctly. So the goal is to make sure that when the consumer finally takes delivery of it, they can do exactly what we say, just get on and ride.
Yeah.
That's the whole philosophy behind them.
All that making it nice and easy and simple. What would you say to somebody out there? This is a town of a lot of bike riders.
Yes.
There's a lot of people who have the regular bikes and maybe are not against, but are like, I don't know about that e-bike thing. I'm not sure if I want to try that, or have their stigmas or whatever. What would you say to them?
I was that person.
Okay.
I kept racing bikes, mountain bikes. That's cheating.
Yeah.
And I am completely converted because again, it goes back to the accessibility standpoint. Why is it that only somebody who, in theory, is an athlete can go and do this? It's like, no, with e-assist, everybody can do it.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a stud to go.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you can get a serious workout.
Yeah.
I mean, people say, I don't get a workout. No, if you want to work out, you can work out. So
yeah.
It's what I would say to anybody who hasn't been on one, get on one and you'll come back with a smile on your face.
Yeah, and I will say that's true of my standpoint. It's fun, and I was on the very basic mode. I can't imagine flying up a hill. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Well, Kyle, thank you for letting us come out here and take a look at everything, and just for you too, for people who want to check out Vvolt, what's the best way for them to do it?
Well, the best thing, go online at vvolt.com. You can book a test ride, or just literally drop down to our headquarters here, 2101 Southeast 6th. Pop in and go for a test ride.
Oh, nice.
The best thing you can do, go for a test ride.
Yeah, try it out.
Try it out.
Try it out. All right, well, thanks so much, Kyle.
Thank you.
All right, again, a huge thank you to them for having us out there to take a look at this, and great to see behind the scenes there. Also, I was just watching it myself of how all that happens and working on those bikes right there in Portland. And again, thanks for joining us. This is Fox 12 Now, so we cover a wide range of topics. You can check out all of our segments and interviews on the Fox 12 Oregon YouTube channel at kptv.com, or of course on the Fox 12 Oregon app, all great places. We have more coming throughout the afternoon, so make sure and follow along. You can watch us live, you can watch the segments afterward, whatever it is. We do appreciate it. But I'll talk to you soon. I'm Greg Nibbler. This is Fox 12 Now.